Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll show you how to add an embedded component into the standard business object and how to add the model dialog into this embedded component. Before start this video, I will try to show you the output how our embedded component will look like. So you can see here we have one standard business object called a ticket. In that ticket we have added an embedded component find ASP. You can also see here we have one button. This is a custom button. Once we'll click on the find ASP, it will open one model dialogs and containing one data. Why this came one data and where it's from the one line of data is coming. This one line of data is coming from a master data which I have created as a custom business object. I will show you in the later. So after loading means you can see here, once I will click on this custom button, I will show you again here. Once you will click on this custom button, it's trigger one event handler. It's hit one event handler and call the custom business object. These data are coming from our custom business object that is called a master data. So what basis it's coming, for what basis it's fetching this master data record. So once we will click on this find ASP, it will fetch the record. So on what basis is fetching the records? Their record fetching based on this 5 parameter. What are the parameters should be there? This pin code, region code, sales org, skills, division and city. Based on these 5 parameters, record is fetching from a custom business object. We have one master data called ASP, that is a custom business object. This record is fetching from this our custom business object. So here you can see here like city, state, postal code, and in the down you can check it sales org and division and skills also. So what basically it will do, once we will click on this line of record and click on OK, it will create a additional involved party into the involved party tab. You can check here, initially it was 9 involved party. Now after clicking the button OK, the 3 involved party has added into the involved party tab. This is the business requirement. Okay, based on the business requirements, involved party is adding here. So we have a 2 event handler, one event handler while clicking on the find ASP and second event handler while the clicking on the OK button. I will show you in the backend what are the event handler I have created here. So let's see. So you can see here I have a master data called ASP which we have discussed earlier. The data is fetching from this master data only based on this 5 parameter: pin code, region code, skills, city and division. Based on these 5 parameter, the data is fetching from this custom business object to a model dialog box which we have added into the standard business object. So let's go into the backend and check what are the things we have used and event handler we have used. So you can see here I have created one custom business object and their screens. This is a master data and I have taken some certain field here. This is our standard business object. I have enhanced this standard business object here. In that you can see I have taken a 2 action. First action I have taken into the root which call ASP. What is this functionality call ASP? It will call the custom business object based on the 5 parameters and fetch the record from the custom business object and show into the model dialog box. In the second one I have taken a custom node. In that custom node I have taken a create ASP action. What create ASP action? Create ASP action will create involved parties into the involved party tab. So we'll go into the UI part. So now we will create one embedded component here. Right click on the service request. This service request folder comes into the EC folder. Once we will right click on this service request, add new item. We'll select the embedded component, give any names and add it. I will not add because I have already created one embedded component. You can check here this embedded component which I have created. Initially it will blank. Okay, just go to the data model. Right click on the root, add data structure. You can see here I have added one data structure import. Right click on the import, add data field. Go to the controller. After adding this data field, just drag and drop this alternative key service request ID to this root. You can see here I have taken this ID. Okay, go to the controller, add import. You can see I have already added one import here. In that import I have taken a parameter binding. You can see here I have already binded this import data field. Go to the properties, just give this request auto fire as a true and request fire on initialization as a true. In on fire you can see here I have taken one event handler. What are the event handler I have taken? In the event handler, in the operation you can see I have taken a BO operation. In that BO operation type I have taken a read, and in parameter I have taken a type as alternative key and binded this import ID to this alternative key ID. After adding, just click on OK. So now our embedded component work is done. In the later we'll see how to add this embedded component to the TI screen. Now come to the model dialog part. Here I have to do some certain things. In this embedded component I have to add one button, custom button. Just drag and drop this custom button to this form pane. After adding this custom button, again you have to add one model dialog to this form pane. After adding this model dialog, you can see here one pop-up, one screen will open. Initially it will blank screen, but I have added some fields. These fields are nothing but we have taken a custom node and we have taken the custom fields. Just drag and drop all these custom fields to this model dialog. Now come to the designer. In the find SP, what we have to do, what are the event handler I have to do? Once you will click on this find SP, model dialog should be populate, model dialog should be open. So what we have to do now, I have to create one event handler here. What are the event handlers should be there? You can check here. Just click on the find SP. I have taken this on click event. You can check. You can check here. I have taken a BO action and show model. In the show model I have taken into the second one. Why we are taken? Because before loading a model dialogs I want to trigger one action. What action I have to trigger? BO action. I have to trigger a BO action call ASP. Okay, so in this operation, I have to bind this call ASP to this BO action, and in the show model, I have to take the model name as a model dialog. So what it will happen, once you will click on this ASP button, it will populate one model dialog, and before populating this model dialog, it will fetch the data from a custom business object and populate into this model dialog box. Now after populating the model dialogs, what I have to do, I have to select the record and click on the OK button. After clicking on the OK button, the record should be created into the involved party tab which I showed you earlier. So in the OK, I have taken a event handler again. You can see here, in this event handler I am taken a BO action and window action. In the BO action, you can see I have binded this BO action with the create ASP. What create ASP will do? Create ASP will create the involved parties into the involved party tab as per business requirement. Where is our the create ASP? You can see here, create ASP and bind this create ASP with BO action, and in the second operation it will close the model dialog. So now in the second operation I have taken a BO action and action type should be close. Click on OK and activate. So now our UI part is done. Now we are ready to test our code as well as we have to test our UI part. Before go to test, I will try to show you the code what I have to written into the code, and I will give you the code into the description. You can download it and you can check it. So let's start to see the code. So you can see here I have taken this call ASP into the root node. What call ASP will do? Again I am saying this call ASP will call the custom business object with 5 parameters and fetching the record based on this 5 parameter and creating a record into a ASP node. You can see here I am querying this custom business object with all these 5 parameters. You can check with all the 5 parameters, and in the result, if result is greater than 0, then creating a record into this node, ASP node. This is our custom node, and these are the some certain code which I have written for the warning messages. So you can pause the video and you can check the code also. Now come to the create ASP code. So now you can check here, create ASP I have created into this ASP node. So you can see here some involved parties we have created into this involved party tab, like ASP creating, like ship to creating, like we are creating a service recipient. You can see here. Okay, this some involved parties we are creating. You can pause the video, you can check the code also. So that's all from my side, and these are the two codes which I showed you. The main motto for this video is to how to add model dialogues to the embedded component and how to add this embedded component to the standard business object. Hope you can understand this video. Just like and share the videos. Thank you.